individual is perceiving a certain thoughts which through conditioning and programming has ability to perceive, and you can perceive only those thoughts that you already are ready to perceive. And you know, other people perceive different thoughts because they're vibrational. Imagine it's like a radio. You can fine tune the radio to different channels, and the same is with your being. You can perceive thoughts, fine tuning your being. If you start vibrating in a lower level, mind level, you'll perceive many negative all kind of thoughts. If you start vibrating in a higher level and you turn there, you perceive higher thoughts, more profound, thoughtful insights. And you could say there is, so to say, feeling of individual thoughts, but it's not really like this is your own thought. It's individually perceived, these type of thoughts. So your perceived thoughts will be the only thing that will keep you from, when you stop your thoughts, it's coming from your true self. When the thought's coming, it's just a collective energy, collective consciousness that this vibrational, thoughtful energy going on. But if you go, for example, to the place where these are some sort of ashram or monastery, what is collective energy there? Very still, very peaceful. So if the whole world had this kind of collective energy, obviously so many thoughts wouldn't exist. Maybe we would all be speaking scriptures to each other. So right now we're speaking nonsense about each other because the collective energy is like that. And in the society, if you go out, what do people speak? Sit down in the coffee shop and listen. What do people speak? How many times will you hear anybody speaking of consciousness, of the self? How many times will you hear that? Even if you said the whole day in the coffee shop, you will be lucky if one person will come in like that. The collective energy that we have in the world is still very, very, very deeply mind identified. And this is what we're creating here. This is something different. This is something what already spreads the consciousness. And even if you go to speak with a person who is very deeply mind identified, your being will shift it. Just naturally, he cannot speak in the same way to you from the mind because he doesn't get the same mind response. You get conscious response, and that is not what he's expecting. When two people get together, they expect to have mind-to-mind conversation. When two beings get together, they don't expect to talk at all. They can be very silent in front of each other, or they can say something, but they will not feel uncomfortable, as many people do if you stop speaking. How many of you have experienced when you meet another person, maybe for the first time, and if there's a space of silence, the uncomfortable feeling arises in the silence. And why would you be uncomfortable? Silence is beautiful. But the uncomfort is because you feel that I have to speak something, I have to fill in this space, I have to always, if I'm silent, it's when you think I'm strange or awkward or something. But if you're silent, you're totally beautiful.